wide prepare tonight to greet our people across the planet. And here we are again tonight at the round table here in Miami of Florida, the United States of North America. And while we're here, we might as well make the best of it. Since we are here, it's nothing that we can do of it right now, since they say we need a passport. We need a passport to leave, but we didn't need but to pass by a port to come in. Imagine that.
Yes, sir. Right.
We need a passport to leave with eagle's wings on the cover. But we didn't need but to pass by the port of the eagle as we were brought in. Now you have to explain that to me. That is a mystery. Can you imagine? We're from another land, natives of another land that's called Israel today. And we were brought over here on ships. We didn't even ask for the cruise. We had a free cruise. We had a free cruise to come over to this land on ships without a passport. And we passed by ports. I'm going to go over that a little later. We passed by many ports. And now they say we cannot leave unless we have a passport. Do I have that right?
Yes, sir.
I got it right.
Sounds right.
At least I got something right. Anyway, with that said, welcome. I say Shalom Aleichem. Peace be unto you. Que la paix soit avec vous. La paix c'est con vosotros. Once again, I say Shalom Aleichem. Aleichem Shalom. Peace be unto you. Que la paix soit avec vous. Et la paix c'est con vosotros. To my own people of Israel that are recognized, associated with those 4 different languages today, which are again in order, once more, Shalom Aleichem in Hebrew, which is their native language, native Hebrew. Shalom Aleichem, Aleichem Shalom. There are only 10 of the 12 tribes of Israel are still speaking today. However, after the 4th tribe, as we just mentioned a few moments ago, came over on a free cruise ship from the Middle East, and the 3rd tribe. However, the 4th tribe that was taken captive by mankind, you know, the kind of a man that still resides in the land of Ing, E-N-G, of Great Britain, and was placed in bondage by those very same men of Ing land, the strange land, here now, other than their own land, Judah. That is, of course, referring to the tribe called Judah today, in English, with the J, Yehuda in Hebrew. My people of Yehuda has now been taught to speak in the language of their slave masters, which is English. Peace be unto you. Don't even know what Shalom Aleichem means, or Aleichem Shalom. Even in Arabic, people following Ishmael as people. Shalom Aleichem. Nevertheless, peace be unto you, Judah, in English, opposed to Shalom Aleichem in their original Hebrew native tongue. Nevertheless, a few thousand of Judah was also sold to mankind in Spain. It was taken to the Latino islands of Spain, like Cuba and Puerto Rico, Santo Domingo of the Republican, Hispaniola, and Spain, in Europe. Judah was taken to Spain. And have now been taught the Spanish idiom. That also leaves my same soul, in a position to say to my Spanish-speaking tribal children of Yehuda, La pese con vosotros. Con vosotros. La pese con vosotros. Español. I'm not Spanish. I'm Hebrew. Aprendiendo español para mi español no es muy bueno. Aprendiendo. I said, I'm learning Spanish, but my Spanish is not so good. Ayúdame, help me. Latino, Judah. Anyway, Judah speaking Spanish too. And then there's Lavi, or Levi to many, the third tribe, as they know them. Third tribe of the 12 tribes of Israel. They too was taken captive and placed in bondage by the French, even those in Canada. That left them on an island called Haiti today, La Vie, known throughout the world as Haitians. There's many now dwells in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. There's about a few million or more are now dwelling over here with us in the United States, with Yehuda, all over the country. As I also say to those, the tribe of La Vie that speaks French Creole, que après soirez-vous? In French Creole. Keeping in mind that all four languages the same greeting of peace, and that is meant only for my own people of the 12 tribes of Israel. And that especially includes the fourth tribe, my people where I am today, that I just mentioned a few moments ago, that's known to the Central Lodge as Yehuda. As they come to their God, return to their own God, and they will be given a new name that only one knew, and gave the name to them, known as Yudhe Wav Dalet Yudhe Wavhe. Yudhe Wav Dalet Yudhe Wavhe. Yehudi Yahweh. And Yishra Yahweh. Yushiv Reshala Yudhe Wavhe. A name that was destined to be forgotten after a conspiracy. Nevertheless, I say at this time, once again, Shalom Aleichem to the 10 tribes of Israel over the Middle East and our land. Shalom Aleichem to ye. As well as to the entire nation of Yudhe Wavhe. Shalom Aleichem. Peace. As I always do, let me extend my greeting to the other 195 nations that have joined the United Nations of all of the nations combined. 195 of them. I say to all of you, hello. Hello. Your hell is getting lower and lower every day. Every day your hell is getting lower and lower. Right, Hallel? Hallel. Also known in the Bible as Lucifer of Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. Lucifer. Also known by the United States government today as Donald John Trump Sr. Hallel, the great dragon. Everything to him is great and wonderful. Even the people. Those who we appoint and those who we fire. Even after you fire them, he said, well, it was a great person. Just couldn't hang out in the great office. He's great. Couldn't hang out with me in my great office of hell. If you're not a devil, you cannot be appointed by Donald Trump.
That's right.
If you are not a devil, if you are an angel and you believe in being good and righteous and telling the truth, you're fired. Period. You got to go. You tell the truth. You can't hang. In order to hang with Trump, you got to be a liar. And you got to be corrupted. You got to be criminal-minded. You have to be criminal-minded.
Yes.
You know, that's what they have. They have a program like that, don't they? Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
They make a good pair of people. A good group. Criminal Minds. Anyway, I'm not going to waste our couple hours on that fool. He is so foolish until he think the Democrats are responsible for the coronavirus. It's a hoax.
I heard.
I'm not making that up. Just like the impeachment, just like his lies and corruption and his collusion, his getting the president of Ukraine. I got that right. To do a background check on former vice president. I don't even know their name. I'm kidding about it. Vice President Fool. All of them, they don't mean nothing to me. Who was the vice president of another president Fool? All of them fools to me. If I call their names, I mean I'm thinking about them. Right. I'm not thinking about Biden or Obama. I'm really not. Well, I'm going to say hello to you. I know you're watching. You know who I am. Anyway, I've come for my people. Notwithstanding, I've come for my people. Notwithstanding with the U.S. government, I'm standing with my people and for my people, with them. So let me introduce myself. Let me introduce my soul. My soul. Don't look at my body. My body would confuse you, although a description of the skin color of my body was given in prophecy. That would be bronze skin color. Bronze, brass, and complexion. A black man. Not no white Jesus. It's a white lie. My name ain't Jesus. I'm not white. I do have hair. I'm not bald. I covered my head so I won't get the coronavirus. So I won't suffer the same plagues I put upon this land. I actually put upon the whole planet. I covered my head because none of your business was under my head wrap. Not only that, I covered because Yohanan told you, and he prophesied what I would look like and how my head would be, looking like snow. And my hair that you can see on my face, white like snow. In Revelation chapter 1. You want to read it, go ahead. Chapter 1, verse 13, 14, and 15. Anyway, my soul is known in history even before this planet ever was. As I remind several and address a few, who I am, as my one self, even as your host of this pre-session. And my special name is known in English as Mika Yahweh. It's made up of 5 Hebrew characters. 2 of the 5 are positioned twice. They are 2 sets of twins, identical twins. They cannot be told apart. Neither can they be identified apart. You can't tell them apart. Identical twins. Even have the same molds. Everyone they position everywhere. Same hand length, foot length, with the same size. Even talk the same voice. 2 sets of twins. When one sneezes, the other one says gesundheit. When one coughs, the other one says cover your mouth. Or cover my mouth.
Right.
Praise Rawafe.
Praise Rawafe.
Anyway, 2 of the 5 are positioned twice. And that makes up 7 positions in total. And those 7 positions are also the same as those 7 angels of Revelation, 7 angels, and each one has a vial of a plague. I've released to this planet recently. Each one has a plague, a vial of some plague of destruction, and they are now loose upon this whole planet. I said that I would loose them. And they have come to take away a particular she. Or did I mention that? Those 7 positions are the same as those 7 angels of Revelation that has come to take away a particular she, S-H-E. They have borne 7 languisheth. 7 languisheth. And has now given up the ghost. I mentioned that. 7 languisheth. That has now given up the ghost. 1 ghost. Imagine that 7 are responsible for 1 ghost and gave it up. That's 7 days of 1 week languish for each day of their week. W-E-A-K, week. I'll explain in a few moments or 2 from now. But now, these angels has now come to give strength to the she. They have now given strength to the she. The same 7 angels that are deployed to go destroy this planet have also come to give strength to the she. S-H-E. And no one knows of that. No one can tell you that except the Christ.
Except the only one.
And the only one who can reveal it. I'd like to see someone try it. Mine didn't even reveal it. He gave it to me. Thousands of years ago. We wasn't even on this planet when he did that. Fools. And those 7 angels that were created by 5 Hebrew characters, 2 positioned twice, are from right to left. Mem, Yod, Kaf, Yod. See, that's the first twins. Yod and Yod. It's the first set of twins. Mem, Yod, Kaf, Yod. Here come the other 2, sitting between, actually, Wab sits between both of them. Hey, Wab, hey. Again, from right to left. Mem, Yod, Kaf, Yod, Hid, Wab, hey. 7. And all 7 would like to welcome all of you to our Sunday's edition of Pre-Session tonight. And this welcome is also being extended by the 2 witnesses that are read in Revelation chapter 11. And by the way, these witnesses are also twins. Can't be told apart. But the only thing of these twins is that they have different names. You know, mostly in this world, when twins have come out of a womb of humanity, they have given different names. Some sound alike. You know, like Rip and Chip. You know, they sound alike. Dan and Stan, right? Dan and Stan. Shirley and Curly. Identical. But these, just as that terrestrial set of twins, Carla and Marla have different names, but they look alike. So is this set of twins. We're not going to reveal their name right now because the U.S. government won't give us a passport to get out of here. We almost slipped. I say us. Give us a passport. I must be one of the twins. It's all right. They can give my brother a twin. They don't have to give me one. I do have a twin brother. In the Bible, in Revelation, they call us the 2 witnesses. Revelation chapter 11 and verses 3 through 12. You can read of those twins. Again, it's Revelation chapter 11, beginning at verse 3 to 12. You can read those twins. But you may not comprehend what they're about to do or what they're doing. You can read of them. In the meantime, as we prepare to move on now towards our agenda for tonight, and at this time, if you're watching this and you join us on live stream tonight, if you plan to stay with us and accompany all the others that are going to join us until the completion of tonight's session. And we're asking that you, at this time, that you please take out your study tools. Most importantly, you're going to need a King James Version Holy Bible to follow along with us to read. King James Version. Strong's Concordance. Strong's Exalted Concordance by James Strong. A Synonym Finder, if you'd like to have that as part of your study tools tonight. A dictionary, that's very important. If you're going to look up a couple of words, make sure you have your dictionary here at the round table. Or two. Set of encyclopedias. You may need some encyclopedias or one, because I really want to look up a particular history of a state in a few moments. Although I have my own set up, they ask someone to look it up for me. In the meantime, please grab something to write with. Something to write on and take notes. We always ask that you do that. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Now, with that done, let me pause here for just another moment or two to welcome those look nows that just joined us for our Sunday's edition of pre-session. Say welcome, you who just logged in. And for those who would like to know what number this is, for the record, this is pre-session numbered as 127. I got that right?
Got it right.
127. And that is, of course, a continuance from our last scheduled session that was held this past Wednesday night. And that was numbered, of course, as 126. And as a reminder, this past Wednesday was constituted as sundown, as the 18th day of the 12th month. That now makes this Sunday's sundown the beginning of the 22nd day of this final month, the 12th month. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Calculation?
Yeah.
And that, of course, is by the authority of Uwafe's calendar, the solar calendar of our year 6022.
Solar.
Right? That means that what? In about 9 more sundowns from now, we will be faced with the first day of the first month of our solar year 6023 of Uwafe's calendar. And we must do that now until then so our people can keep up with the calendar, the correct calendar, our celestial calendar. And for the record, again, according to their calendar, by Pope Gregory, they call it the Gregorian calendar. But tonight is constituted by them, by that calendar, as Sunday evening, March 1st, 2020. Is that right?
That's right.
March 1st, as we continue to march on. Now we're going to march on. Keep in mind that after midnight tonight, of course, will be constituted by them as March 2nd, 2020. Right? Now, by counting from tonight to 9 more sundowns of their calendar, and because this year is what they call a, quote, leap year, end quote, that they extended and added another day this month, opposed to the 3 consecutive years of 28 days of February, has now taken that 28 to 29 days. This means that after midnight tonight, again, will be their March 2nd. And by counting 9 more midnights in the dark, as you count in the dark, midnights, from midnight to midnight, that will put us in these 50 United States and the rest of the world to face what has now been calculated on their calendar as 12 o'clock midnight, Wednesday, March 11th, 2020. And that'll be the beginning of the end of the beginning of another year. But ours will actually begin sundown March 10th, Tuesday. So make a note of that. However, at the same time at midnight, that will also put the nation of Uwafe and all 12 tribes, the children of Yahweh, right in the middle of the first day of the first month of Bib of our solar calendar that we will call also our Passover. First night. Feast of Unleavened Bread. The devil lied to you, Judah, and said and wrote in the Bible. They actually printed the Bible. They must wait 14 days after the first month to observe Passover. By that time, it'll be over. See, they put them 14 days to sleep. It gives them just enough time to commit that conspiracy to destroy Judah. Even today, they call King Alfred. They're going to get you. Better pay attention. You better pray your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. If you continue to follow the Sabbath day, it's going to get you. He's going to get you. You better come to the right. Come to the righteous. Leave the wrong alone. Praise the warfare.
Praise the warfare.
Better listen and hear. Needless to say, and for more knowledge and wisdom of what we just shared with you in a quick synopsis, you still have the power and authority to order our past recorded pre-sessions, a number that's 120, 121, 122, and 123, that will explain and confirm how we have arrived to these dates in our solar time in detail. It takes up more time than what I have to share with you in this synopsis. So please order that if you like a copy, and we have a press secretary that will make that announcement, do an editorial. Now, as we move along, moving right alone. Hey, how about that? Moving right alone, not alone. Let's move alone. Alone, alone. The following message is intended for all of my people in every land of this planet. Wherever you are, that you can see this recording, hear the voice even live. If you have a satellite, however you are getting this message from my soul, please hear it. Especially those who are here with me in this United States, these 48 United States that are joined by borders, state lines. And that is especially meant for my people called Yehuda, that's right here with me in this land. As well the islands as they come visit the Caribbean. And this message is also read in part of the book called Revelation. But tonight I'm going to say it from my soul that was placed in Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4. If you want to see it, you can read it. And that message, once again, before it's too late, come out of her. Out. My people, come out, that you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues. They're not intended for you, Judah, or 12 tribes of Israel. You who are here, they are not intended for ye or you. I just learned about an hour ago or so or less, after some people of the Celestial Lodge, some angels of the Celestial Lodge visited a local hospital here in Miami, Florida. You're not going to hear this on the news. They are deceiving you, Judah. Those who tune in to this pre-session, to our testimony every single Wednesday night that we have it, and Sunday evenings, like clockwork. I mean, they are religiously tuned in. Not that we are a religion, because we're not a religion. But you must study the word religious. That they are obedient, and they tune in every single pre-session, like clockwork. And because they do that, then they learn, they get news that they will not tell you. Like what I'm about to share with you right now that came from witnesses who went to the hospital today. And the medical staff told them in their ears that a patient just died of coronavirus in that building in Miami of Florida, and 2 more are laying up in that same hospital with the virus, the plague, on the first floor. On the first floor where people come in and walk right by them. It's a plague. And I'm totally responsible. I claim responsibility of that plague. I did. And I'm sure that person was white skin complexion from Europe.
Right.
Oh, I know. That's why I just said, Judy, that plague is not for ye or you. But I still want you to come out of her because she have sins that we're going to destroy her because of those sins. That's the most recent plague, by the way.
Right.
Right? And it is on track right now of whipping out several billion people on this planet. It's known today. Again, that's a coronavirus. It's going to wipe out countries, not people.
Oh.
I pray. Any questions? I pray not. You who are online, if you have any questions, I'm not actually reading the questions, but if you'd like to leave one in the comment box, I will respond. Or you can just join us during our editorial. We'll make the announcement. We're going to go to our editorial and you can ask questions. We're going to save the questions and answers for later. We're going to have a Q&A session that we usually have anyway. But please come out of her. Please. Now, with that said, and with that reminder, let's go on now and continue on from where we left off at this past Wednesday night, since we've done now, completed our benediction, as we continue to explain who is who. WHO, who is who, and what is what. WHAT. It also involves some kind of asses in a certain wilderness. And by the way, that what in English? WHAT. That's someone being protected with a hat. Right? It's WAB. Protecting someone with a hat, which means someone who has a head covered. Like a hat is white. Yeah, what? WHAT. As we had also addressed some asses that were putting some ashes on their foreheads this past Wednesday night, last Wednesday. February, the last Wednesday of February, by the way, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That's Tuesday.
And they called it, quote, Ash Wednesday, end quote. I even saw a news anchor man on CNN.
Cool.
He had an ash on his, he had an ash on his forehead, right? A ash on an ass. On his head, right? H, again, that's H. ASS on the H. Ash on the ass. And they placed that mark right on their forehead. And it was on there all day.
Yep.
All right? Okay, just want to make sure I got it right. I'm not a liar.
Got witnesses.
I don't work for Trump. I'm not one of his angels. Wrong man. I'm not one of his angels. I'm my own OBS, my OBS angel.
Yes, you are.
Right.
Yes, you are.
Anyway, because they did that, because they placed the ash on their forehead, their head became like a vessel on their body that became null and void, like an empty shell with no brain, no life. No life of mind or self. So our people did that too. Now, you know, we had people that do that. Those who were dark skinned, you couldn't see the ash on their ass. But those who were light skinned, you could see the ash on their ass. So they're just following their slave masters. This also left their mind like a mind that is lean. LEAN. Opposed to a mind that should be like new or renew, even the spirit of your welfare. See, they fulfilled being an ash without a new mind. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
I'm telling you that that's exactly what happened. But the question should be, are you renewed in the spirit of your mind? Someone go to Ephesians for a moment. All right. Chapter 4. I think that's where we should go first. I think that's where we should go. Actually, before we do that, how about we do this? Let's do this. I think we have a better one. Go to Psalm chapter 51 first. Let's give you an example. Let's go there first because that way we can build a foundation. We're building a house, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's stick with the foundation first, and let us go to the book called Psalms. Let's say chapter 51.
Yes, sir.
Read beginning at verse 1, please, someone.
Have mercy upon me.
Look, now see, put yourself in this position. And I want all of those who are reading with ye, you're going to read out loud. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
You're going to hear one voice reading for everyone, but I want you to read with your mind and not with your eyes. And get this medicine with healing under my wings. You know, I have that. Now you find that in Malachi, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I am the one with healings under my wings, in my wings.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to hear. Now start over again. You're reading for yourself, but you're also reading for others as the others read with you. Read it, please.
Have mercy upon me, O God, Yod-Heh-Wah-Beh, according to thy loving kindness, according unto the multitude of thy tender mercies, blot out my transgressions.
Do you mean that? Don't just read. You got to mean it. Because verse 2 is what he's going to do. Read verse 2.
Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity and cleanse me from my sin.
Wow. Read verse 3. You got to mean it. Read verse 3.
For I acknowledge my transgressions, and my sin is ever before me.
Wow. Verse 4.
Against thee, thee only, have I
Do
sinned,
you mean that? And what else?
and done this evil in thy sight.
You are confessing. I'm making you confess. Whether you want to or not, I'm going to make you confess. That what?
That thou mightest be justified when thou speakest, and be clear when thou judgest.
Read verse 5.
Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me.
Did she?
Indeed.
All right, now that you got to verse 5, you got the foundation. Because we're past verse 4. I'm going to help your mind to be resurrected as you begin to renew the spirit of your mind. Take you back up to verse 1 to let you know that you're not speaking to your God. You're the welfare. This God is Mem Yod Kaf.
Yes. Yes.
Because surely I am full of power by the spirit of welfare.
Yes.
To declare to Israel his sins.
Yes.
And to Jacob his transgression.
Yes.
And Yud gave all power of judgment to his son.
His son. Yes.
Or do I have that right?
Yes.
Absolutely. It's in there.
So Why you think I told you? Do you mean it?
Oh, yes.
You are confessing to me.
Oh,
Have you forgotten that even months ago I told you to write a letter and write in it that you confessed
yes. Yes.
to me?
Yes, indeed.
I am the mediator
Yes, you are. Yes.
between ye and your God,
Yes.
your Ab, your Wafe, here on earth with ye. When you say something to me, you're saying something to him because he's listening. His spirit is in this body.
Yes.
Now, if you don't believe that, you hang around for a couple more minutes. I'm going to wipe your mind out again tonight. You are going to know for the first time since 1990 why your Ab was taken into custody in the city where I just left, and why I had to go to that city and leave judgment in that city. And while I was there, buildings burned and people died. While I was there, judgment was being sent. And while I was there, one of our news people going to report tonight a very shocking news event that was getting ready while I was there. I'm going to save it for them. I'm not going to spoil it. They look forward to that. I'm not going to take away their fun. Read verse 5 again, now that you know who you're speaking to. I'm right here. I'm not conceited. Neither am I high-minded. I just know who I am.
Right.
I have pity for the fools who do not know.
Right.
Read verse 5 again, please.
Behold, I was shapen in iniquity,
You were.
and in sin did my mother conceive me.
That means your mother was sinning. When she conceived you. All of Judah was sinning. Still is, still are. But when I get through with you tonight, if you want to be renewed, then you can stop sinning. I'm telling you, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Why? Because you need him.
That's right.
Read verse 6, please.
Behold, thou desirest truth in the inward parts.
Is that true or not? That's all I care about. All I want is the truth. Leave those lies out. I'm not going to lie to you, or ye, don't you lie to me. Read on, please.
And in the hidden part, thou shalt make me to know wisdom.
If you tell the truth, I'll make you know wisdom. Look how easy that is. Why? Because the law of Yudawafe is perfect.
Converting the soul.
Converting the soul. The testimony of Yudawafe is sure, making wise the simple. I will make you know wisdom. So what you must do? What do you ask me to do in verse 7? Go ahead and ask.
Purge me with hyssop,
Right.
and I shall be clean.
You know how powerful hyssop is? You look at hyssop. I see his sop. You got to know what the sop is. What is sin? What is she? With the circle in the circle. A pay. And pay is your Ab's mouth. He's pay. I'm fair. That's all you saw, Hassa. All allegorical and hidden and cryptic. Crypto. What's going to happen to you? And what?
And I shall be clean.
Now, how you think you could be purged with this regular hyssop and you be clean? That's impossible. You know it had to be a mystery. Do what?
Wash me.
And what's going to happen?
And I shall be whiter than snow.
Could you imagine? Verse 8, please.
Make me to hear joy and gladness.
Did it say make you to listen?
Hear.
And what?
That the bones which thou hast broken may rejoice.
Now, I had bones broken too. They pierced, put a stake through the nails. Now look what all of a sudden, look what reads verse 9.
Hide thy face from my sins.
You asking for my face to be hidden. And do what?
And blot out all my iniquities.
That's a powerful request that you're doing. You got to meet it.
Oh.
Because you know why you got to meet it? Because verse 10 is the subject. See, 10, Yod. Yod. Now read verse 10, let's see if you mean it.
Create in me a clean heart. O Mem Yokaf Yod He Vav.
Don't you see that's a capital G, lowercase O-D?
Got it.
Now you see it?
Beautiful. Mm-hmm.
Because what can I do?
And renew a right spirit within me.
Now see, I can do that.
Yes.
You are doing it.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm full of power of the Spirit of Yahweh.
Yes.
So I can do that. Read verse 11, please. And look what else I can do.
Cast me not away from thy presence.
I can do that too. But you asked me not to.
Please, don't do it. Please.
And do what?
And take not the Holy Spirit
No,
from me.
thy. I'm the one with the Holy, thy Holy Spirit from me.
Yes.
From me or from them? From them, Yod. So what else is verse 12? See? And when that happens, all 12 tribes, the children of Israel, will be restored. When Judah restored, see, Judah got to be restored first, and Lavi. Because right now there's no restoration with the other 10 tribes or in the Middle East. Verse 12, why do you think they put it as 12? Segment is 12. Read verse 12 and see.
Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit.
Yes. Now, if I do that, I'm only going to do that if you give me your word. That's all I care of. You know that. You saw that earlier today. Right? I'm only here for one reason. Do you know what reason that is? Does anyone know? I am here for one reason. Not because of one Ma'ab. That's not connected to that. No way. That could even be, that's not even on the same level of measurement. Ma'ab is totally, has nothing to do with why I'm here. Because him and I are one, and I don't even compare him as a level. We are inseparable.
Exactly.
But I'm here on this planet for one reason. One. Does anyone know what that is? Please, somebody tell me.
Sheep.
Huh?
So sheep. Bring gather your sheep.
Toda.
Return your sheep. Your sheep.
I am here for my people. All the children of Yahweh, his children. All 12 tribes. All of them. I'm here for them. It takes a lot of strength for me to say that. I got to, I'm on camera. I can't let it go.
Yes.
I'm here for I repeat again, I am here. Could you see me? I'm here for my own people of Israel. That's why I'm here.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
That's why you said.
That's all. I'm not even here for myself.
No.
I'm here for them. I'm sacrificing myself for them.
Yes, you do.
I am.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
That means if I do what you asked me to do in verse 12, to restore the joy, your joy, and my salvation, and uphold you with the spirit that's in me, that's free. You got to promise me and give me your word in Mem.
Yes. Yes.
What number is Mem?
13.
13. You got to promise me by the power of 13 that you would do what's read in verse 13.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. I'm making a agreement. Right?
You are.
Now you can't go on. If you don't think you can do it now, I'll read it myself and I'll just be my own self.
No, sir. Please. Give us a chance.
Because not only is Zephaniah reading, but you're also reading your mind.
Right.
I'm not just speaking on the reader. I'm not speaking to the reader. I'm speaking to the readers. All whose minds are now lean and lean. You're all in a lean mind. Your mind is L-E-A-N. It's lean. All of you have a lean mind. It's lean. And in plural, it becomes leans. So all you have leans minds of leans. So if you're going to give your word to men, read 13, all of you.
Yes, sir.
You have your Bibles at home. Even if you're listening to the recording or you're watching this vision on your YouTube television or monitor, then read verse 13 in your mind as you hear the voice reading out loud. Read that, please.
Then will I teach transgressors thy ways.
Stop. Do you know where this come from? This will also prove that you're speaking to me. I want you to stop there. You're gonna just stop right there, which you got a semicolon.
Yes, sir.
I want somebody to turn to Micah chapter 4. Let me show you what's come from. Read Micah chapter 4. Go to Micah chapter 4 and read begin at verse 1. And maybe it's 1 and 2. That's all we need for the subject.
Right.
Can you have it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I quote Micah chapter 4, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
But in the last days,
Did you hear what he just said?
it
What?
shall come to pass.
It what?
It shall come to pass.
What?
Pass. That the mountain of the house of the Lord
That's the
Yod
government. Uh-huh.
shall be established
What?
in the top of the mountain.
The government's on top of the government. Shall be established. Did I just not say a few moments ago that we're building a house?
Yes, you do.
That's the government
Yes.
you're walking.
Yes, praise your name. Praise your name.
And what's going to happen?
And it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow unto it.
Really? Now, these people got to be taught.
Right.
You just gave me a word in Psalm chapter 51, in verse 13, that you would teach
Yes, you do.
transgressors
Yes, you do.
my ways. And if you don't believe in my ways, keep reading.
And many nations shall come and say,
And say what?
come
Uh-huh.
and let us go up to the mountain of
The government of
Yudhawah,
and what?
and to the house of the God of Jacob.
Uh-huh. And what?
And he will teach us of his ways,
Oh my goodness.
and we will walk in his paths.
What? And what?
For the law shall go forth of lion,
The law.
and the word of the Lord Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh from Jerusalem.
You got that?
Praise your name.
Now, not only do I hear a voice saying it, but all your minds should be saying it too. Now go back and read verse 13 again of Psalm chapter 51.
Yes, sir.
Read that again. And by the way, 51 is one of our favorite numbers.
Oh yeah, number 51.
Number 51. 51 was following me all of my life. 51.
Yes.
Read verse 13 again, please.
Then will I teach transgressors thy ways,
Mm-hmm.
and sinners shall be converted unto thee.
Look how much power you have. If I give you the Spirit, I'm going to give you power. I told you weeks ago that you have power I can give you.
Sure it is.
Didn't I tell you that?
Yes, you
Months
told me.
ago.
You have
Years
that
ago.
power. I can give you that power. I can give you the power to teach transgressors my ways.
Yes.
And even sinners would be converted. Now, verse 14, please. What you want? So what you must do?
Deliver me from blood guiltiness.
That's right. Go ahead.
O Mem Yokaf Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh.
No. I don't see one. Hold it. I don't see one place yet where you see an uppercase G-O-D or uppercase L-O-R-D. Now you see the mystery? It's
Right.
all Mem Yokaf
I
Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh,
knew it.
also known as the Christ of Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh.
Indeed.
Wow. Thou what?
Thou Mem Yokaf Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh, God of my salvation.
That's right. And my what?
And my tongue shall sing aloud of thy
Now,
righteousness.
every time I go out and go away from thee is a simile and symbolic and a metaphor of when Moses went up to the mountain, or to the mothership, actually. He was up there for 40 days. See, I don't go for 40 days. The most I would go is for 40 hours.
Right.
You ever thought of that?
Right.
Maybe sometime 48, but
Yeah.
and when I come back, I'm not the same.
Not the same.
I'm telling you.
No.
I may even start looking the same soon. I'm not the same. Really not. Why? Because my eyes have seen the glory of the coming of Yahweh.
Praise Joy. Wow.
I saw it.
Wow.
He sees it, and he look. I look up and I see it. I show you. I'll send you snapshots
Share it with us. You share
and
it
show
with us.
you. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of Mount Ab. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I show. Sometimes you guys didn't see it with me.
Yes, we do. Witness.
My goodness, look what you promised in verse 13. And look at verse 14 that you say you would sing. Read verses 15, 16. Read the rest of it, please.
Oh Lord, Mem Yo Kaf Yod He
Look at it,
Wabe.
even a lowercase. L-O-R-D.
Yes, sir.
What?
Open thou my lips.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to teach you how to speak. And what?
And my mouth shall show forth thy praise.
Read on.
For thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it.
Right. Go ahead.
Thou delightest not in burnt offering.
No, I don't care. I don't care anything of that.
Right. Nothing to do with
I told you why I'm here.
it.
Verse 17.
The sacrifice of Mem Yo Kaf
More
Yod
of the
He Wabe.
sacrifices.
Sacrifices.
Yeah, that's
Exciting.
Exactly.
Are a broken spirit,
That's right.
a broken and contrite heart.
That's right.
O Mem Yo Kaf Yod He Wabe. Thou wilt not
And
despise.
my sacrifices was broken by spirit. I'm going to go over that tonight too. It's going to wipe your minds clean. But you wait till we get to it. But read on verse 18.
Do good in thy good pleasure unto
Now
Zion.
see what you asked a bee to do? And what else after the colon?
Build thou the wall of Jerusalem.
The walls. And I'm doing that. And when that happens, verse 19 says what?
Then shalt thou be pleased with the sacrifices of
You
righteousness,
got that right. With what?
with burnt offering and whole burnt offering.
Uh-huh.
Then shall they offer bullocks upon
That's
thine
strength.
altar.
But the altar is also ALTER. Now I got to alter your mind. You know the mystery of that.
Yes, sir.
I will alter your mind from being lean to new. Now you can go to Ephesians. Let's go to Ephesians now, chapter 4.
Yes,
All right?
Yes.
It's renewal time. You know how they renew their license tag on these cars every year?
Yes, sir.
Some go to 2 years now, 3. Now it's time to renew your license, your mind. Start verse 17 because of our schedule.
And I quote, this I say, therefore,
What you say? Let me hear what you got to say.
and testify in Mem Yo Kaf Yod He Wabe
Yeah, what?
that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk.
Now these are instructions. Can you see what you're reading?
Yes, sir. Don't walk that way.
Don't what?
Don't go that way no more.
Don't go that way anymore. Especially as Gentiles.
Right.
Don't practice
Don't go
that
that way.
practice.
Didn't I just say a few moments ago, come out of her, my people?
Yes, sir.
18:4 Revelation.
Okay,
Passes.
go ahead. What else?
In the vanity of their mind.
Mhm.
Verse 18.
Wait, they got what kind of mind?
Vanity.
Of their mind.
Yeah. It's copy and emulating that.
Huh?
Yeah, what's that emulation?
Get away from the vanity of their mind. It's bad enough they taught you their language.
Right.
Not don't learn their ways in their vanity. And our people do that all the time. Fall the holidays.
That's all they do.
Ashes on the
Huh?
forehead.
Ashes on the floor.
You know what's sad? This is March, right?
Right? Let rabbits land eggs.
Huh?
Rabbits land eggs.
Is this the month they're going to have rabbits laying eggs?
Around that time.
Close to it, isn't it? It's close.
But I can tell you something that you forgot that's worse than that. I had to shake my head. I'm just a thought. I know it's going to happen. My people are going to go after work. They're going to go to work wearing a green hat and green underwear.
Oh, yeah.
St.
Oh, Lord, that's the worst.
It was a lady dressed
St.
like that in
Patrick's
the
Day.
store today.
Terrible.
My people with black skin.
Yeah.
Leprechaun.
I don't know what day it falls on. I don't know what day of the week it falls on, but I guarantee you that they're going to follow their white coworkers out of the office
Yes, they are. Go get
that day and go to a bar, a tavern,
Don't get
and
toasted.
they're going to drink and they're going to socialize.
Yes,
Green
they have
when it
pub
comes.
crawl.
Huh?
Oh,
They call it pub crawl.
And green beer.
They call it.
Some are even going to put green glitter on their black
Yes, they will.
cheeks.
And they're gonna pinch you if you ain't got green on. You got that nerve
All right.
to sit there and pinch you.
My goodness.
the leprechauns.
Little demons.
Vanity in their mind.
That's what that exactly. Great
Yes.
example.
Great example. Read verse 18, please.
Having the comprehension darkened.
See, it darkened. Being what?
Being alienated from the life of Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh through the ignorance that is in them
My goodness.
because of the blindness of their heart.
Wow. What? Is this a subject tonight or what?
Yes.
Verse 19.
Who being past feeling have given themselves over unto lasciviousness
Yeah.
to work all uncleanness with greediness.
How much uncleanness?
All
With what?
with greediness. They greedy with the uncleanness.
Gracious.
That means all the way. Gone.
And see, we just went from Psalms to Micah, the book called Micah,
Right.
that they're going to want to come and learn of my ways.
Mm-hmm. Go up to the house.
That contradicts verse 20.
Mm-hmm. But ye have not so learned Mem Yod Kaf Yud Hey Wav Hey.
Right. Why? Because verse 20, why?
If so, be that ye have heard him
What?
and have been taught by him
What?
as the truth, as is in Mem Yod Kaf Yod Hey Wav Hey.
Right. Verse
That
22.
ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man.
Wait, now you got to pause there for a moment. Look at that. It also goes for woman. Woman. You got to put away that old man and old woman. You got to put that away, people. You who are online, you who are listening, even if you watch this recording on YouTube, you've got to put away that old mind of that man and the old mind of that woman. Put it away. Especially concerning the former conversation, which is what?
Which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust.
Right. Now, once you do that, here's your commandment in verse 23, and do what?
And be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
The thing that you don't see here is that the spirit is already in your mind.
It's got to be read.
All it's got to do is be renewed.
Renewed.
See, when you were created, the spirit was placed in you,
Mm-hmm.
the breath of life.
Yes.
It was new. And somehow, throughout the generations and 1,000 of years, it got old.
Mm.
Now it's got to be renewed. And verse 24.
And that ye put on the new man,
See what it would cause? Which what?
which after Mem Yod Kaf Yod Hey Wav Heh is created in righteousness and true holiness.
You see how he got that? He read that right? Because you know, Wafe was never created.
No.
Now you see why I told you it's related to me?
Yes, all of it.
Since when was Wafe created? Who created him?
Don't try it, don't even
That's
start.
the question.
Don't even start.
Right.
Yeah. Never end.
Now you got the mystery. You got it right. Read verse 25, please.
Wherefore, putting away lying,
Wait. What? What?
speak every man,
How many men?
every man,
The what?
truth with his neighbor,
Uh-huh.
for we are members one of another.
Of the Sacerdote.
Praise
Yes.
God.
Of the Wafe. Read on, please, verse 26.
Yes, sir. Be ye angry and sin not.
Mm-hmm.
Let not the sun go down upon your wrath.
Right. And now, I came out of the room on the same day of the calendar as my Ab came out of the room.
Yes.
He came out on October 27th of his month. I came out September 27th of my month.
Yes.
I came out on the 15th day of the 7th month of our calendar. He came out the 15th day of the 8th month of our calendar.
Yes.
Because he's infinity. He's infinite 8. Right? But the key here is 27.
27.
Now read verse 27. Here's my commandment.
Neither give place to the devil.
That's a period there. That's period.
Yeah.
Don't give place to the devil. And here's the commandment the day after what?
27. 28.
28.
Let him that stole steal no more.
Got that? You ain't got to steal. Go to work. Go get a lawnmower and cut somebody's grass. Go get a bucket of water, some soap, get some Joy or some dishwasher detergent, and go wash somebody's car.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making up. Read the next sentence right there.
But rather let him labor,
Right,
working with his hands, the thing which is good,
right. Then he what?
that he may have to give to him that needed.
When you make money, you help others.
Sure, sure.
Read on, please.
Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth,
Wow. But what?
but that which is good, to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto hearers.
Right.
The
To hear us.
The hearers.
Okay. And what else?
And grieve not the Holy Spirit of Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh, Mem Yud-Kaf-Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, whereby ye are sealed until the day of redemption.
This is that day of redemption.
Yes, it is. Praise you.
The day that you must be redeemed.
Woo, glory, glory, Yod-Heh-Wav.
It is.
Praise you.
And what about the bitterness in verse 31? Then how much?
Let all bitterness
And what?
and wrath
Oh my goodness, please.
and anger
What?
and clamor
And what?
and evil speaking
Do what?
be put away from you
Wow.
with all malice.
Good gracious. There's no need to be malice against one another.
No.
And most importantly, verse 32, please.
And be ye kind one to another.
Can you do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tenderhearted,
Can you do that? Can you be like that tonight?
forgiving one another,
Can you do that?
Yes.
even as God Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh, for Christ's Mem Yud-Kaf-Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh's sake, hath forgiven you.
Then your God, you know, I'll forgive you.
Oh,
Yeah.
continually.
And if your God, you know, I'll forgive you, then you know his Christ will forgive you too.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. You just read that.
Yes.
Did you? Now with that done, I'll say Torah, just pause it for a moment, say Torah to both Zephaniah and Daniel for the reading.
Praise.
There's more coming up, but I just had to take a moment to do that. Because I want to do that because now I have a question. The question is, do you want to be renewed? Just renewed. Do you want to be renewed?
Yes.
Yes. Indeed.
Right? Do you?
Amen.
Indeed.
Well, if you say yes, then you will become ye. The mystery. All of you, even those who are just listening on the telephone,
Wow.
watching the video, even recording, I'm going to ask the question again. Do ye want to be renewed? Listen to the mystery now. Do ye want to be renewed? Because ye were created
Yes.
with a new spirit in you. If your answer is yes, then you will become ye. And if ye say Cain, if ye say Cain, then ye will become renewed.
Yes. Yes.
There's 2 steps you got to take. You got to say yes to become ye. And then ye will then say Cain to become renewed. Just like that.
Praise you.
Why? Because now all of a sudden you'll be coming back to your own self
Mm-hmm.
your own idiom, your own language.
Mm-hmm.
Because what does K mean?
Yes.
Yes, in Hebrew. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
But if you say yes or Cain, sometimes be slick. I got something for all those who want to be slick.
Oh, yes, you do.
So hear this carefully. If you say yes or Cain, and if ye say Cain or yes, then how can you or ye be renewed in the spirit of your old heaven or your mind, as I am still finding ye and you today in the old heaven of your mind? Just as I found both ye and you with the very same spirit of mind that both ye and you had when all of ye and you were in Egypt, with all those old pharaohs for 300 years, over 5,000 years ago, I found your same souls the same way. I know I got to repeat that. You're the same souls. You paid a ransom for your soul to be here today. Even your own God told you while he was on his podium, here with us. I was there that night. I was there that night sitting in front of him on guard duty as one of the circle of 10 when he said, this is not the first time your soul been in the body.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
And everybody in the auditorium that night freaked out. What did he just say?
Yeah.
That's why I got to say it again. I know it's a video recording. You can rewind it and say, what did he just say? I'm going to say it again. If you want to be renewed the spirit of your mind to become ye, if ye say Cain, ye will become renewed. But if you say yes or Cain, if you say Cain or yes, then how can ye or you be renewed in the spirit of your old heaven of your mind, as I'm still finding ye and you today? Just as I found you, both ye and you, with the very same spirit of mind that both ye and you had, all of ye and you in Egypt, with all those of old pharaohs for over 300 years, 5,000 years ago. You got the same mind, only this time you're speaking English opposed to Arabic. When I found you over 5,000 years ago in Egypt, you're speaking Arabic. You forgot Hebrew then too.
Yep.
Yeah, Egyptians speaks Arabic.
Right.
Islam, the same mind, the same mindset, different language. Although ye said Cain, because now you're learning Hebrew again, right? And you said yes. See, ye said Cain and you said yes. I still accept your challenge of wanting to be renewed in the spirit of your mind. But now the question is, do you mean it? See, do you mean that? I even asked you why you read it. Do you mean that? Now, before either one of ye and you attempt to answer that question, if you mean it, then ye and both you must now and know whose spirit it is that ye and you both wants to be part of becoming. What spirit do you want to become new in your mind? You don't know what spirit it is. Am I fooling you or deceiving you that my spirit is new myself? You've been around me long enough to know. Am I deceiving you into believing that I have a new spirit and yet I do not? Have you been around me long enough to know if I've been renewed in the spirit of my mind? But if not, keep hearing what's being said. Keep in mind that up in verse 23, it says in part, I'm going to read it, I'm going to repeat it. Go back up to verse 23, Ephesians chapter 4, it says, I'm going to quote it, quote, be renewed. That's RENEWED. And not just be new. NEW by itself. In fact, go back to that and read verses 23 and 24 again. Read both verses again, please. That was you who read that. What? Danny,
Yes, sir.
read that, please.
23 and verse 23 of Ephesians chapter 4. And I quote, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind,
And that what?
and that ye put on the new man,
Oh,
which
yes.
after Memnio Kapile Wabe is created in righteousness and true holiness.
End quote. Now, do you comprehend that? See, you got to be new. Don't be trying to sell me nothing refurbished.
Right.
Brand new, brand new, brand new.
Brand new. I don't want no refurbished. I don't want something that was used that you learned from someone else, of the enemy or the devil,
Right.
and then taught you that it was new. Then you bring it to me and try to sell it to me and make me think it's new.
You ain't buying it.
I know better.
You ain't buying it. You ain't buying it.
I'm looking for the tag. I'm looking for the tag without the E. Backward. Where's tag? What? See, T-A-G. Where's tag backward without the E? Gate.
Gate.
You got to come to the gate. Right?
Carol.
I play with words. I just look at words and just play with them. If you get your encyclopedias, like I told you to do it, just study too. You can look at Mika, just study Mika. And even encyclopedias tell you that they know Mika as being one who played with words. The word play game with the devil's minds. Only with the devil though. I don't play with people's minds. That's why he tried to tempt me. I play with him. I play with his mind. See, this is whose spirit that ye and you, both of us, want to be part of. That's read in verse 24 right here. Got that?
Yes.
I mean, you say you got that, but did you notice that this message is being directed to, and meant for, and it's only pertaining to those of ye?
Say, what about you?
Show me verse 24, you.
No, you there.
The third word that I see here is what?
Ye.
Ye. See, I wasn't making it up. And what's ye? The mystery of ye is Yod He Wav He from the east.
From the east.
Right? Even goes with you from the east. But ye from the east. I mean, read verse 24 again, please, because see, I feel very strong. What you hear, I feel very strong and safe to say that some of my people of Judah and Lavi and of all of Israel that are now live, right now on live stream.
Yes.
And even on YouTube, watch a recording.
Yeah.
Even those on telephone. Facebook live stream, right? Or even, I mean, whatever they're doing to see this message or hear it. Or on teleconference, not even. See, they did not notice that in verse 24, that this particular renewal is not pertaining to none of you. Y-O-U. At all. I mean, not at all. I don't want you. Earlier I said I'm looking for my people. All of my people are ye.
East.
Read that again, please. Just verse 24 this time.
And that ye put on the new man.
Hold it. That who put on the new man?
Ye.
Y-E. Who came from who?
Which-
We to see.
Which after Memnio Kapile Wabe.
No.
Oh, excuse me.
See, and now you're in the New Testament, so they got a little tricky.
Oh.
You got to know how to read it and when to read it, who is who.
Oh,
That's why I said at
okay.
the beginning, every day now. I mean, every precept I say, who is who, what's what. Right?
Yes, sir.
This particular God, opposed to Psalms chapter 51, is Yod Wafe,
Okay.
your God. You're going to see why in a moment. It's going to make perfectly good sense and it's going to be plainly clear to see.
Right.
Read it again.
Which after Yod He Wav He is created in righteousness
Yeah.
and true holiness.
Okay, hold it. End quote. That's all I want you to read.
Yes, sir.
I mean, now all you have to do is find out who the new man is.
Renewed. Renewed.
I think you should read that again because you went right by it. You didn't even see new man there.
Mm-mm.
You're just reading.
Mm-hmm. And that ye put on the new man.
See, I just told you, you don't know if I'm deceiving you or
Which
not.
one?
Am I really the new?
Mm.
Who is new? Is my mind new? How could you put on a new man like you put on a new pair of pants or a shirt or a blouse or a dress, ladies?
Makes some sense, right?
How could you put on a new man? And after what? Which what?
Which after Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh is created in righteousness and true holiness.
Right. I repeat. All you have to do now is find out who the new man is. Do you have a clue? Some say Cain. And even others said no.
No.
Did you just hear Mem? Did you hear Mem? Okay, let me repeat that. Mem said that Mem who created M
Mm-hmm.
said some say Cain and others said no. Some said Cain and others said no. Right?
Right.
S-U-M, say Cain.
Right.
But as some say Cain, the other said no. O-T-H-E-R.
Mm-hmm. You.
But both answers directed to Mem that created the 13th English alphabet known as M,
Yes.
that you think is a mother. Got that? See, I'm going to take you to something in a moment to reveal something that you thought was read one way, but yet it's the other way. Because how could the Christ be on his cross, say something to his mother when his mother was dead? They gave you in the Bible M-O-T-H-E-R, yet that was Mem, who was the other for today. The other Mem. I'm going to show you in a moment. Mother. It's going to be so plain. You've been reading it. Some read it before. I'm going to take to the book and chapter in a moment, but we got to get through this first. So it's a mother,
Real
especially
motherfucker.
in Golgotha, the place of the skull.
Right.
I pray that you got that, but if you don't, or you don't, but you don't, you don't, neither do ye. Why? Because neither ye nor you know who this new man is that was created after Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh was taken into custody in Golgotha by the U.S. government agents on Wednesday, November 7th, 1990. All prophetic. And while Yoav went to that city, knowing it was going to be done there, he left Miami to go up there to have him do it.
Yes, he did.
He stopped in the temptress first, that they call Tampa, who tempted him in Tampa, as they tampered with him in Tampa. And then he had himself driven to the city where he knew that he planned to be taken for a reason.
Right.
And because they took my black God, Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh, into custody on a Wednesday that week, W-E-E-K, they made a bunch of white and black asses out of themselves. Just like they became the same bunch of wild asses earlier, the same year in a month called February. They placed a black ash on their foreheads. That year was Wednesday, February 28th, 1990. You can look this up. That's why I told you to take notes. But little did they know, both the asses and the ashes were being buried in the dust of the earth by Michael. Did you hear me?
Say it one more time.
See, that year, again, I'm going to repeat it. Little did they know that same year, 1990, even on February 28th, Wednesday, those very same asses and ashes were being buried in the dust of the earth by Michael of Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. And that's after Micah was placed on the cross by his own people of Judah.
Wow. Wow.
As Ruafe was taken down from his cross of Golgotha by the United States government that same day. See, they thought that they were putting
That's the wrong man.
they thought they were putting the Christ on the cross.
Wrong man.
Wrong one. As they put the Christ on the cross, they were taking the wrong man down. They didn't even know it.
I had no idea.
See, it took him down. Didn't it take him down? Well, I'm taking you down.
Yeah.
You're going down today, Yahweh, but Yahweh. Yeah, expression, figure of speech. You're going down today.
Yep.
Yeah, they took him down.
We got
At the same time,
it.
they put
The Christ up.
the Christ up.
Right. Same time.
And the entire world of white people placed a black ash on their foreheads on February 28th that year, Wednesday, only to be recognized by the Celestial Lodge by making a bunch of asses out of themselves.
They did. Oh, so that's tremendous.
Wow.
Why? Because little did they know that 36 more Wednesdays later, write that down, 36 more Wednesdays later, from February 28th, Wednesday, 1990, to Wednesday, November 7th, 1990. That brings a total of 36 Wednesdays in between, from Wednesday, 36. But little did they know it was already predestined for both the asses and the ashes to become buried in the dust of the earth by Michael, who would then take his stand, only to experience after he take his stand, for Micah to then be placed on his cross of crucifixion by his own people 2 years later on Wednesday, November 4th, 1992, which is exactly 730 days later, all prophetic. That's 730. Exactly 730 days from November 7th, 1990 to November 4th, 1992. 730 days. Or the seven angels of the Trinity on the third day. When my soul rose again from the dead.
Wow. Yeah.
I rose from the dead even from thousands of years ago. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That week, I'm telling you, on November 4th, 1992, when they crucified me, I told you that's when I woke up and realized who I am. And I told you I went to Walmart that day.
Praise Jody. Wow, baby.
And I stood at that place and looked around those people. I said, y'all have no idea who's in there right now.
Praise.
And when I found out, I dropped down on my floor in that house in Miami Lakes and I cried like a baby. Because my aunt warned me and told me 2 months earlier in September, study who you are, son. Study your name and find out who you are connected to my name and to me. Then you're going to know who you are. I did, November 4th, 1992. 370 days from the date that they took him into custody in New Orleans, Louisiana. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
I was resurrected from the dead, came down off the cross. I was also at the same time being crucified. Mount Olive, was taken down from his cross of Golgotha at the same time by the United States government by placing him under the power and authority of their honorable rule. Why? What does that mean? Not to have contact with his followers. No followers of UFA was he allowed to have contact with except his attorneys. And that included one who was associated with the Temple of Love, was located in Miami, Florida at the time. But they forgot about Micah. See, they forgot about Micah. They left out of Micah. And I was able to go and walk into this iron sculpture and roll away the stone. Just as I visited New Orleans this past weekend and rolled away the stone again. I made a roll in Golgotha. You don't know what that means. Or did you hear the mystery? Did you hear the mystery revealed? No? Okay, well, let me go back for a minute. I said that on Wednesday, February 28th, 1990, this whole Christian world, the world of Christianity, and others that are not Christians, they placed a cross on their foreheads that was supposed to be made from the aftermath of ashes that were burned as a result of a one-year-old palm tree branches from their celebration the year before, right, on Palm Sunday. And that year, Palm Sunday was observed on Sunday, March 19, 1989. And 36 Wednesdays later, that same year, on Wednesday, November 7th, 1990. Could you imagine this now? In 1990, the United States government's Attorney General, I believe he was named Richard Louis Thornburgh. Richard Louis, I was in judicial, I know. I was a state investigator for the state of Florida. I know who he was. Richard Louis Thornburgh of the Republican Party. He was Republican. Got that? Republican.
Yes, sir.
Which Republican? Isn't that the same party that
Republican.
many of my people of Judah today are worshiping?
Republican.
Republicans? And their president of today?
Republicans.
Named, well, I think his name is Donald John Trump. Senior. The same one who many of my people of Judah are standing behind him during his presidential campaign rallies, holding up signs that reads, quote, "Blacks for Trump," end quote. And now this time, they're holding up signs that reads, quote, "Black voices for Trump."
Right, that's what exactly what they're holding up.
Hmm?
Black voices. Yeah, that's what they're holding up.
Even as one of Trump's angels of Revelation chapter 12, verse 7, turned into the Attorney General named Richard Louis Thornburgh in 1990.
Right?
And he was the one who gave the order and the okay to the Justice Department and its Federal Bureau of Investigation, known as the FBI, to take a black popular so-called religious cult leader into custody and arrest him for racketeering and for allegedly ordering a few of his followers to go and kill 14 people. That's a lie.
Rico
That's South Florida.
Rico statute.
And that was the time during the mid to late 1980s, of which both charges were rehearsed and pre-planned by the United States of America's government officials as a result of a conspiracy that was performed by the U.S. government to get that very powerful so-called black religious leader out of circulation who died in South Florida from among his own black people, so-called Negroes or African Americans or black people, Afro-Americans, whichever you prefer. They wanted to get him. He was too popular.
Right.
He was too much loved. He was too well known and being loved by everyone, except the enemies and the devils who hated him.
That's right. Oh,
Not even realizing that at the same time, prophecy was being fulfilled.
yeah, that's all
At the
he
same
did.
time.
That's all he did.
But history was also repeating itself too. And that is the very same events that happened to Yuda Wafe and to his son over 2,040 years ago, 2,020 years ago, over in the Middle East with Shem. This time, 2040, 2,020 years later, the same events is happening now, taking place over here in the West with sin.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind that the terrestrial body, I don't know if you knew this, the terrestrial body of, quote, Yahweh ben Yahweh, end quote, was 55 years out of his mother's womb in 1990. That year. He had just turned 55 years at October 27th. And his son, Mem Yod Kapdawave, his terrestrial body was 36 years out of his mother's womb. When Yodawave was taken into custody in 1990, which is the same number of Wednesdays from February 28th, 1990. 36. And that, remember that day was observed by billions of Christians as Ash Wednesday. Coincidence? Ash Wednesday. But let's see. Someone turn out Luke chapter 3. Let's give you another mystery. Read beginning at verse 1. Luke chapter 3. Let's reveal this tonight. Let's see if that's a coincidence. Well, go ahead.
Now in the 15th year of the reign of Tiberius Caesar.
That's Tiberius.
Tiberius
Caesar. Who was that? You just don't read. You got to read with learning.
Right.
You don't just read. You got to see what you read. So who was that? I know. You just stumbled on this for the first time. Well, first of all, for the sake of time, that's not a name. That's a position. There's also assembly of today's presidents of the U.S., the United States. And this alleged name, it means the second Roman emperor. That's what it means. The second Roman emperor. Here's your reference if you want to look it up in your Strong's Concordance. Reference G 5086. Now, let's go back to this 15th year. This 15th year would be 15 minus 1979. You're going to see why in a moment. It's the same year when Yodawave came to Miami in 1979, right? All right. That equals 1964, which would be the second United States president or emperor from John F. Kennedy. Did you even say John F. Kennedy? Right. And that would be another president that has John, G-O-H in his name, which is John's son. In his name, right?
Yes, sir.
Who? Lyndon Baines Johnson. Right. At that time, in 1965, Yodawave was 30 years young in that body. Right? 1935, 1965, 30 years. But he wasn't ready yet to come down to Miami. It wasn't time yet. Now read on. Who what you got here?
Pontius Pilate.
The Pontius Pilate. Now hold it. I want you to keep that name in mind. He plays a very important factor here. Read on. Who was he?
Being governor of Judea, and Herod being the tetrarch of Galilee, and his brother Philip, tetrarch of Iturea, and of the region of Tachinotis.
All of these are regions and places that are in the United States today. They're allegorically for a lot of states and cities, even counties where Yahweh went across the country. We don't have time. I can go over everyone and show you allegorically what they mean, how they related to the cities and states and counties in this country right now. We don't have that kind of schedule right now. Because we get to a point, verse 2 going to wipe you out. Read verse 2.
Annas and Caiaphas,
Caiaphas.
being the high priest.
That Caiaphas is symbolic for the Pope,
Ooh,
right?
yes, sir.
So with Caiaphas, see, Caiaphas or the Pope is reading from my book. Aren't they?
Yes,
The
sir.
King James Version Bible, no matter what language it's in. But they also read from, see, he read from our scrolls like that. Hebrew. You see, Herod was there of Judah. Right? It says of Judah. Governor of Judea. Okay. So what was they doing? The word what?
The word of Yod-Heh-Wav came unto Yochanan, the son of
Oh,
Zacharias.
hold it. Good gracious. Look who he is. So you know who this is. This has been our subject for the last few sessions. And knows that this John is the son of Zechariah, who is older than the Christ. Remember, Elizabeth had John
6
Right.
months.
Right.
6 months.
first, all right? And then symbolic today, allegorical today is different years opposed to the different months, right? 19 to be exact years later. Just like I reviewed before in Carol's book called Zechariah. Now, where was he at the time? We don't, let's see where he was at the time we were teaching.
In the wilderness.
Look at that, look at that. Look how it's all fitting in. Read verse 3, please.
And he came into all the country.
See? On his tour. All the country, not all the city, or all the state. All the country on his tour from Miami. All across the country. Doing what?
About Jordan, preaching,
And we're teaching
teaching
what?
the baptism of repentance
For the what?
for the remission of sins,
Read in verse 4.
as it is written in the book of the words of Yesaiah,
That's Isaiah. It's supposed to be Isaiah. Isaiah.
Oh.
Isaiah. What?
Isaiah,
Uh-huh.
the prophet, saying,
What?
the voice of one crying in the wilderness,
Mm.
prepare ye the way of Yod-Heh-Wav.
That was Yahweh, but Yahweh going around the country telling all of those who were there listening that he's preparing the way for his Christ to
Yes, he
come,
did.
to make his path straight. Look at that.
That's what he did.
And they didn't even know it. I'm going to show you that. What?
Make his path straight.
Yes. What?
Every valley shall be filled, and every mountain and hill shall be brought low,
Uh-huh.
And-
Go ahead.
and the crook shall be made straight.
The crooked. Uh-huh.
And the rough ways shall be made smooth,
Read on.
and all flesh shall see the salvation of Yod-Heh-Wav.
Good gracious. Read verse 7.
Then said he to the multitude that came forth to be baptized,
To be baptized. To be baptized of him. It doesn't say to be baptized of God.
Of him. Of him.
Because he was God at the time. The mighty God.
Yes, it is.
Wasn't he going around telling people of him?
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
He was going around
All
teaching
about
of
him.
Yahweh. And I remember in Tampa, the video said, you read Revelation chapter 1, verse 13, 14, you got to say, down to the foot, I'm him, I'm the son of Yahweh. Huh? Look who you got here. Look what you see there. He did that for a reason. He was speaking of himself.
Right.
But see, the spirit of truth, when I'm speaking of himself.
That's right. Never.
Remember?
Never.
Why? It's a reason. Oh, generation of what?
O generation of vipers,
What else?
who have warned you to flee from the wrath to come.
Who did it before them? No one was doing it before him. Verse 8.
Bring forth therefore fruits worthy of repentance.
See, he was going around telling all those false prophets and all those false bishops and dumb dog preachers. You bring your fruits forward. You bring your people up of repentance. Let me see if you can do it. Let me see if you have the power. What?
And begin not to say within yourselves, we have Abraham to our father.
Read on. For what?
For I say unto you that Yod-Heh-Wav is able of these stones to raise up children unto Abraham.
Good gracious, look what he was doing. Verse 9.
And now also the axe is laid unto the root of the
And
trees.
the axe is here. Go ahead.
Every tree, therefore, which bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire.
Read verse 12, please.
Then came also publicans to
Now,
be.
now today they are
They
Republicans.
read up.
Just like you're going to your Bible being
They
renewed.
read up.
Now they're being renewed too. Now they are Republicans to be baptized
Mm-hmm.
To be
and
baptized,
say what?
and said unto him,
What?
Master, what shall we
Now
do?
these Republicans were also black, our people. They're the ones who joined those parties. They thought they were citizens of this country. Read the answer.
And he said unto them,
But
exact no more than that which is appointed.
don't do anything more than you're supposed to do. You are appointed to be a Hebrew Israelite. That's what you should do. Leave the devils alone. I know that's what he said. Read verse 14.
And the soldiers likewise
Even
demanded
those
of
in law
him.
enforcement came to him, and those in the military came to him in the temple, saying what?
And what shall we do?
And what did he say to them?
And he said unto them, do violence to no man, neither accuse any falsely, and be content with your wages.
Don't do anything stupid and to our people.
Mm-hmm.
Don't bring any violence to our people. Don't shoot them because they take out their cell phone. And don't beat them up in the streets. He was speaking to his own.
Mm-hmm.
You notice I have you reading this. I cannot read this because that's not me.
Right.
Read on.
And as the people were in expectation, and all men mused in their hearts of Yochanan, John, whether he were the Mashiach or not,
No, don't see. I told you don't do that.
Christ or not.
Right. You see, they were wondering if he was the Christ or not, even as he was telling them.
Right.
But they knew something was
Different.
right.
Yeah.
What's up with-
What's up with him?
One minute he called himself the mighty
Right.
God, and now he says he's the Christ. And people who know and study theology, they know that's two different souls.
Right. Right.
They do that.
Right.
So read verse 16.
John answered, saying unto them all, I indeed be baptized you with water,
Right. But
but one mightier than I cometh,
There it is.
the
Mhm.
latchet of whose shoe I am not worthy to unloose.
Right.
He shall baptize you with the Holy Ghost and with fire.
now that one who is mightier than that John,
Mm-hmm.
that was still speaking of Yahuwah himself,
Mm-hmm.
that was coming to do what? He was coming to baptize you with the Holy Ghost, not in the Holy Ghost.
With
He coming with the Son,
the Son.
the Holy Ghost. They're going to baptize you with fire.
Mm-hmm.
Whose fan is in what? In his hand.
Is in his hand, and he will thoroughly purge his floor, and will gather the wheat into his gardener, but the shaft he will burn with fire unquenchable.
Okay, hold it now. All of this is pertaining to my read verse 20.
Added yet this above all, that he shut up John in prison.
Now you see where he went. On November 9, on November 7, 1990.
Mm-hmm.
They shut him up in prison.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There it is.
It is right there.
Read verse 21.
Now when all the people were baptized, it came to pass that Mem Yokaf Yodhe Wave also being
You see why he had to
baptized,
separate them?
Mm-hmm.
He even baptized Mem Yod Kafi the Wave and praying. And what happened?
the heaven was opened.
Good gracious.
Wow. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Now read verse 22. And what happened when the heaven was open?
And the Holy Ghost descended in a
In
bodily
a bodily
shape.
shape,
There it is.
like a man's body, like a dove upon him.
Mm.
Spirit, like the dove upon him. And a voice came from heaven, and all ascended up. The dove came down and said what?
Thou art my beloved son.
As he went into the chambers of his arm and said, study your name. You are my son, and thee I am well pleased. Now read how old I was at
And Mem Yokaf Yodewave himself began to be about 30 years of age, being, as was supposed, the son of Joseph, which was the son of
I
Heli.
stop here for a moment. Never was the son of whoever they thought it was. See, this verse 23 says that Mem Yokaf himself began to be about 30 years of age, being in parentheses, as was supposed. They know it wasn't the son of Yosef. It was the son of Heli. And this means that they did not know what his age was at the time. Why? Because he never looked his age. Even at the time in 1984, when he was 30 years of age, he did not look it. This means that in 1990, his 30-year look in their sight was the same as his 30-year look in their sight in 1985, even in 1992. And still he was 36 years of age in 1990. Keep in mind that 3 plus 6 equals 9, right? Okay. That's the same as 36, juxtaposed together to make a double number, double figure. Again, which is the same amount of Wednesdays from the first Wednesday of that month, of that year. 36 Wednesdays from February, right? From February 28th, 1990 to November 7th, 1990, and Wednesday was 36 Wednesdays. 36 Wednesdays. Now, that would have been the last and final Wednesday of 36 that fell on November 7th. That I was with us, free from being in bondage by the U.S. government. Nevertheless, after Yuda Wafe was taken from us, he was taken from us by them. You ready for this? He began to raise his son from the inside of where he was to the outside of where his son was.
Yeah.
By way of books and letters. He wrote letters. I just, taking those letters with me to the Bahamas was a mistake. I should have left them someplace secure at a relative's house. If I had to in the attic, I should have hid those letters for my safekeeping. I cannot show the letters to anyone. He wrote me several letters from prison. But he was raising his son from the outside as he was in the inside. And no one knew it. Even Yuda Wafe was creating the new man at the time. He was creating the new man, which after Yuda Wafe was taken, was created by the spirit of Yuda Wafe. Even by the hand of Yuda Wafe was he creating his son in righteousness and true holiness. Even the man peace of Shalom was he created him to become new. And no one knew it. That's truly Shalom, the man peace in Micah chapter 5, verse 5. You can make a note. And then while doing so, Yuda Wafe began to write books concerning the mystery of who was who, to make the devils think and believe that it was him. That means it became what was what. But who was truly who? And what was who? And who was who? What was who and what who was to always be? They can never change. Let's read the proof. I'm going to read the proof in this book. In fact, I want you to take a look at this book. There's a book here. I want everyone to see this book. Here. All right. I'm gonna let you read it. Turn to the page that has my arms full image, like one that's over my left shoulder to the right of the screen. All right. Read that page. The name of the book, again, read the title of the name of the book.
An introduction to Hebrew, the language
He
of
had to teach you your language all over again. The language of your warfare. What?
Shalom Aleichem.
Now you got to see that you're not going to see what you're reading. To hear you, you got to see what you're reading. There's a photo image at the beginning of the book, all of the books that he wrote, a black and white photo image.
Yes, sir.
And to the bottom of that photo image is his thesis. Right? You got to say that. And then you got to say you're quoting.
Yes,
Because
sir.
you're about to say, I am the Grand Master. That's right. They don't know that. They think you say that. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So read that, please.
Quote, Shalom Aleichem,
Mm-hmm.
period.
Mm-hmm.
I am the Grand Master of the Celestial Lodge,
Mm-hmm.
comma, architect of the universe,
Mhm.
the blessed and omnipotent,
Uh-huh.
and I am the founder of the nation of Yod-Heh-Wav,
Now, what comes after that?
comma,
Uh-huh.
true holiness and righteousness.
Now, you don't realize what you just read. So start over again.
Yes.
It's all coded.
Yes.
Yeah, start over again.
Every bit of it.
Uh-huh.
Shalom Aleichem,
Peace be
period.
unto you.
Peace
He
be
even
unto
greeted you with the peace,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
the man of peace.
Man,
Yes,
peace.
sir.
What?
I am the Grand Master of the Celestial Lodge.
That means God.
Mm-hmm. Good.
The Grand Master of the Central Lodge is God, the mighty God.
It is.
Prove it with the next identity.
Comma, architect of the universe.
That's God. Can't nobody create the universe before it's created as a piece of black print. Architects make on earth blueprints, in heaven black print. That means he built the universe before it was even created. In his mind, he already knew in his mind what he was going to build. That's God.
Mighty God.
It's not Yahweh, Bet Yahweh.
Mighty God. Mighty God.
That's the mighty God, the architect of the universe. He did not say the architect of the earth.
Oh,
He said the universe. What else did he say?
the blessed and omnipotent.
Uh-huh.
And I am the founder of the nation of Yod-Heh-Wav,
Comma.
comma,
Now him being the blessed and only potentate, the architect of the universe, and the founder of what?
the nation of Yod-Heh-Wav.
Now, what did he do after he architected the universe and founded the nation of Yahweh and knowing he's the blessed only potentate? What did he do?
True holiness and
He
righteousness.
founded true holiness and righteousness too that was with him after he built the universe.
Yes, comma.
What?
The kingdom of Shalom,
Shalom, the man peace. Shalom.
That's it.
What else?
comma,
What?
which is the,
The
most
most
powerful knowledge of peace in
existence.
existence. Period. End quote.
Right here with us.
Now you know who the peace is.
Right here with us.
That's a fact.
Peace.
And now you know who the new is of true holiness and righteousness. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
I mean, he did that to make the devil think one thing and yes the other.
He had to.
But who was truly who and what?
Yeah, right here.
Who was to always be? No one knew this mystery until tonight. And that new is K-N-E-W.
Right.
K-N-E-W.
Mm-hmm.
Needless to say, however, and for those who did not know, those that did not know, and that's also revealed to this planet tonight that this new man was created after Yahweh left us here on this planet.
Yes.
And that is after AFT, Yahweh left us here on our own, even as his terrestrial body was still on this planet under the onerous rule. Not to be confused with him leaving us as he ascended on May 7th now, 2007. And that's not what he meant by that leaving us. He left us with our old minds that were still being set in the mode of what was read in Ephesians chapter 4. So go back to that for a moment and read again, verse 17 through 22. You got to be reminded. It's the reason. Just read verse because of the time. Read verse 17.
And I quote, as I say, therefore, and testify in Mem Yod Kapun Wave, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk,
See? We're walking the same ways the Gentiles are walking.
in the vanity of their mind,
Vanity in the minds. Having to do with what?
having the comprehension, understanding, darkened, being alienated from the life of Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh through the ignorance that is in them,
Wow.
because of the blindness of their heart,
Wow. See? Verse 19.
who being past feeling have given themselves over unto lasciviousness, to work all
Lasciviousness.
lasciviousness,
Mhm.
to work all uncleanness with greediness.
Wow. They didn't want to learn anything of the Christ.
Nasty. Just
See what they were doing?
greedy with the uncleanness.
Praise the Lord. For it.
Yes,
Praise
sir.
the
Read verse 23, please.
Yes, sir. And be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. And that ye put on the new man, which after Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh is created in righteousness
Wow.
and true holiness.
Did you just read that?
So,
True holiness and righteousness.
Righteousness.
In other words, in order to be renewed in the spirit of your mind, you must first become ye. But ye and you must become new in the spirit of your own mind. But how?
Wherefore, putting away lying, speak every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members one of another.
Praise the Lord. Told off it again. You must be renewed in the spirit of your mind. But how? Or would you rather stay with being lean, L-E-A-N, minded? Go to Isaiah for a moment, chapter 17. Isaiah chapter 17. Start at verse 1. Read that nice and loud, please.
the burden of Damascus. Behold, Damascus is taken away from being a city, and it shall be a ruinous heap.
Hold it. What do you see? What is this Damascus? Damascus. Take a good look. Can you see it? Some cannot see it. No. Can't see it. Well, before I shew ye the hidden message, this word is not a name. Let me first introduce ye and you to the fact that this word that you see here as Damascus, spelled from left to right, Damascus, is an allegory for today's stock market trade.
The Dow.
The Dow.
Shadow.
And the New York Stock Exchange.
Shadow.
See, the original word is made up of 4 Hebrew characters. And they are from right to left. Daleth, Mem, Sin in the west, and Kof.
Wow.
That makes up Dumaxa. Dumaxa. That's the true name. But it was translated to mean something else today when the stock market crashed.
Mm-hmm.
You just read it. Should be in ruins.
Yep.
They're taken away from being a city.
Yes.
See, the name, this word, you know what it means? Here's what it means. It means, quote, silent and the sackcloth weaver, end quote. It's another allegory back in ancient time. That means all those who are making clothes and garments were doing good business. But all of a sudden, the markets went out and went silent. The business shut up, closed up.
Wow.
See, this alleged name was that of an ancient trading city that was in Syria, the capital of Syria,
Damascus.
located in the plain east of Harmon.
Yes, it was.
That's so many miles northeast of Jerusalem.
Right, close by.
Here's your reference. Strong's H, 1834, which is another year that went down the drain in the United States back then.
34.
And now this word is being used today as an allegory for how the stock market is going to fall down very rapidly to its end and destruction. That's in Revelation. In so much until the investors are going to cuss and call their stockbrokers a bunch of damn asses. Got it? Okay, to spell it if you got it.
Damn asses.
Write this word down on paper. Write it down until you get something right with. From left to right, write down damn, D-A-M. And then stop. And now leave a space. And now what's in the middle? Write down ass, A-S.
Yes, got it.
Stop. And leave a space. And now the last three letters, cuss.
There it is.
As in damn ass cuss.
Got 'em.
Why did the damn ass cuss? Because you lost my stock and my money. You fool, you ass.
Damn ass.
Got
Damn ass.
Why does damn ass cuss?
Got 'em.
Because he and they lost billions and even billions of dollars in the stock markets and trade this time with China this week.
And they lost $1 trillion.
Right? They lost trillions.
They said 5 trillion.
5 trillion. You think that damn ass ain't gonna cuss? Read it. Read on. Read verse 2.
The cities of Arior are forsaken.
Uh-huh.
They shall
See?
be.
No trade. Read on.
They shall be for flocks,
Uh-huh.
which shall lie down, and none shall make them afraid.
Why be afraid? Ain't nothing to be afraid for no more. Ain't no more market. It's already crashed. Read verse 3, please.
The fortress also shall cease from Ephraim.
Right. Even our black business owners of Judah. And what?
And the kingdom from
For them
Damascus.
damn ass cussing. What?
And the remnant of Syria,
Uh-huh.
they shall be as the glory of the children of Israel,
Say who?
saith Yod-Heh-Wav of hosts.
You got that right. What is Yud-Heh-Wav the Lord of? You just said it.
Hosts.
Hosts. As in plural.
Plural. Yes.
More than one, right?
More than one.
But there's another way of saying that too. That's singular. Right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
As in, quote, the God of hosts.
Right.
Of hosts.
What it
Or
says.
the host of God. Right?
Yes.
You stay there for a moment. Somebody turn to 2 Chronicles chapter 12. I'm going to show you. See, you got to keep in mind, without the plural, without the S, it's host. The host of God. Prove it.
Right.
2 Chronicles chapter 12, read verse 22, please.
Yes, sir. And I quote,
Uh-huh.
2 Chronicles chapter 12, verse
22.
is chapter 12. It doesn't have a 22. It stops at 16.
Okay.
2 Chronicles chapter 12 stops at 16.
Stop it. Look, read First Chronicles. See if it's in First
Okay, yes,
Chronicles.
All right. Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
All right. And I quote, for at that time,
Uh-huh.
day by day, there came
Well, wow. Day by day.
to David,
Wow.
to help him
Uh-huh.
until it was a great host,
Wow. A great host. What? Like what?
like the host of Yod-Heh-Wav.
You got that right. Right? Now, the mystery is from this verse. This is the only verse in the Bible that has the term the host of God.
Wow.
And this is referring to David.
Yeah, you.
the root and offspring of
That's you,
Dawid.
Dowd.
Thou.
You.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
The host. Now you got to keep that in mind because we're going to go someplace in a minute. Keep that in mind.
Wow.
Meanwhile, go back now to Isaiah chapter 17, read verse 4.
And in that day it shall come to pass that the glory of Jacob shall be made thin,
Mm-hmm.
and the fatness of his flesh shall wax lean.
Wow, there you got lean. But they Jacob shall have a glory. That the glory of Jacob shall be made thin. That's not good.
No, that's
Never
sound
good.
good at all.
And the fatness of his flesh shall wax lean. It's like losing a lot of weight,
Yeah, like you starved.
even the mind.
Mm-hmm.
But the subject is, here is that lean that I mentioned a moment ago, Lean. You see that lean, like Lean on Me, like Morgan Freeman, that movie. You see that lean. So you must know, you should want to know, what is that lean? What is this lean? This lean is called by the Hebrew word dal. Dal, not dal. Dal, spelled from right to left. Dalet Lamed, 2 Hebrew characters. Dalet Lamed. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Here's what it means: low, poor, weak, W-E-A-K, thin, as you just read, and who is low.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it means.
That's the oath.
You got it?
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's more. Not done yet. It's a lot more. It also, it brings about a state, a thing of mind, a type of emptiness in the mind, low esteem.
Mm-hmm.
You got it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for others to lean on because you can't help yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Or businesses, or
Mm-hmm.
you know, you gotta hold yourself up, but you want somebody else to hold you up.
Mm-hmm.
Low.
Low.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Here's a reference. H 1800.
Wow.
You really need some help there in 1800.
No, that's right. No good. Nothing good going on for us.
Right.
Mm.
You really need some help.
Mm.
Go back now, read verses 5 through 7.
And it shall be as when the harvestman gathereth the
Now you know who
corn,
the harvest man is. That's harvest men. One man
Man.
gathers the corn
Got it.
and reapeth the ears with
Mm.
what?
and reapeth the ears with his arm.
Why was his arm and not with his hand? Because under his arm is healing.
His wings.
And what?
And it shall be as he that gathereth ears in the valley of Rephaim.
And read verse 6.
Yet gleaning grapes shall be left in
There
it,
we go.
Now they go to grapes
There we go.
of the vintage. As a what?
as the shaking of an olive
They go
tree.
to olive tree.
Mm-hmm.
The Revelation. And to what?
2 or 3 berries in the top of the uppermost broke.
These berries are also now all of a sudden going to be similarly. And somebody else is going to be buried too.
Mm-hmm.
And 4 what?
4 or
See,
5
you don't even know how many. Don't know if it's 4 or 5.
What's that?
in the outmost fruitful branches thereof,
Said who?
said Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh.
You got that
God
right.
of
The God
Israel.
of Israel. That's right. Read verse 7, please.
At that day shall a man look to his maker,
Uh-oh. And what?
and his eyes shall have respect to the Holy One of Yisrael.
I pray this is happening.
Yes. And he shall not.
We're going to stop there for right now.
Yes, sir.
Since it's 7. There's something 7 too. 7. The woman with the 7. See, Man Yod-Heh allowed himself to be taken into custody
Mm-hmm.
by the U.S. government in the very same city that is the metaphor of this renewal of your minds. You didn't know that. I'm going to repeat it. Your allowed himself, that's why he drove there, to be taken into custody as a sign to ye. That someone will come along to renew your mind from becoming lean to new.
Mm-hmm. There it is. 1800.
So I can come in spirit and teach ye in you how to become renewed, the spirit of your own mind or minds collectively and in plural. So, with that said, and by the revelation of the aforementioned meanings, whichever you prefer, if you have a mind that is new, N-E-W, or keep it in mind that is lean, L-E-A-N. I just gave you the mystery. You didn't even hear it.
There it is.
If more than one would prefer to keep it in mind that is lean, then that will become a mind of leans. L-E-A-N-S. Got that?
Wow.
So you got a choice. Either new or leans.
Woo!
Whichever one you prefer.
A choice.
You have a choice. Either new
Yeah.
or leans.
I'm going with the new.
And they put
You know,
together,
the new.
made a city out of it.
Stay with the new.
It's called New Orleans today.
Yeah, we're gonna stay with the new.
In a state called Louisiana, which is the 18th state to become a state of the United States.
Right.
In the South. Also, it's called the place of the skulls, Golgotha,
Yeah.
because the graves are above the ground.
Yes,
Yeah.
they definitely are.
And I just left there this past weekend.
That's what they are.
And I left death and dead skulls behind. Now, very quickly, turn to John chapter 19. New or leans. Some say New Orleans.
Nah, I don't see. Oh,
Yes.
It's not a coincidence that he was taken into custody in that city and why I went in 2005 to take some more bodies out. That he called Katrina, Hurricane Katrina. This time when I went, I repeated the same message to the same fella too. I saw again this time. Blood. I said, Blood, you gotta leave. You gotta come to Miami. He just looked at me. I pulled others to the side too. I say, come to Miami.
Oh.
We're safe. They couldn't see me. They called me some strange name. Say, man, coming down to Miami. I even had a job offer down in Miami, and I said it's too far. I'd rather stay in Georgia. I'd rather stay in New York. I showed them the glory of the coming of the man in the sky. Man, that's Venus.
Right.
It's by the moon, it's Venus. I said, can't you see the inside Earth atmosphere? But I was speaking to skulls.
Already did.
Yeah.
Already did.
Read verse 1. Remember Pilate?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
John chapter.
John,
Go ahead, man.
19 verse 1.
You got to read.
John
Good.
chapter 19, verse 1, I quote, Then Pilate therefore took Memucan and scourged.
Hold on now. This Pilate.
Pilate.
Right. Scourged Memucan. You talking over 2,000 years ago. It's meant for today too. Pilate represents a type of people, a type of leader of the U.S. government.
Right.
Read verse 2.
And the soldiers
They platted him.
platted a crown of thorns and put it on his head.
That he put all kind of turmoil and aggravation on his mind, his head, causing agony. And he did what?
And they put on him a purple
They
robe.
took him out of his Hebrew culture and put on the Western attire. That purple also represents gloominess and some more turmoil and agony. And said what?
And said, Hail, King of the Jews.
Look what they called him. Look who they knew he was. King of the Yehudites. And what did they do?
And they smote him with their hands.
Huh? They did what?
And they smote him with their
They
hands.
smote him with their hands. Huh?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Writing. about even on space on Facebook.
Yes.
What they use to send comments?
Message.
What do they use to type? They can't use a keyboard to type. That make the difference.
Fingers.
They use fingers.
Fingers.
But they gonna look at the keyboard, they gonna type.
Command type.
They use their hands.
Right.
What's on their hand? Where their hands at? On their fingers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the fingers on their hand, right?
Yes.
Reverse 4, please.
Pilate therefore went forth again and said unto them,
Uh-huh.
Behold, I bring him forth to you,
Now, this is a leader.
that ye may know that I find no fault in him.
Now one leader said of all of them, I don't see nothing wrong with what you doing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. I don't, we're going back now. We're going back to 1990.
Right.
We're going back to 1990. You know what? This Pilate was one of the leaders of our people that were left in charge. That Mount Ob left in charge of the temple, not the U.S. government.
Huh.
It's one of our own.
Wow.
Wow.
If you didn't know this, Pilate back then was also black.
Mm-hmm. Back,
Ooh.
back into the ground.
So this one that Ob left in charge of our temple, I don't see nothing wrong. I don't find no
Also ambassador.
fault with him. I find no fault in him. Read verse 5, please.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Then came Memucaphiriwabe forth wearing the crown of thorns
all right, all the aggravations mine in the purple robe. And what?
and the purple robe,
Uh-huh.
and said unto them,
And wait, and who?
and Pilate said unto them,
Pilate. You got to say Pilate. Say it.
Pilate said unto them,
Uh-huh.
Behold the man.
The man. The new man.
There he is.
There's a man.
There he is.
Look how he said the man, exclamation point. Remember that
Yeah,
man?
it is. Exclamation. Right.
Mem Nusofi, the man
Oh, the
or
man.
Adam.
Man.
Man.
The man. See, the man. See, it's the man,
Mm-hmm.
but after a while, it's amen.
Yeah. There he is.
Verse 6. Uh-huh.
When the chief priests, therefore, and officers saw him, they cried out, saying, Crucify
But the other
him.
officers who were there, they said, man, you give him credit. Crucify him.
Yeah.
Crucify him, man.
Crucify him.
Uh-huh.
Pilate said unto them, Take ye him and crucify him, for I find no.
You take him and crucify. I'm not going to do it.
Right.
I'm not going to do it.
For I find no fault in him.
I'm not going to do it. And then what? The Yehudites answered him.
The Hudites answered him, We have a law,
We have a law.
and by our law we ought to die.
See, by our law,
Yeah.
you got to go. You got to die. Why?
Because he made himself
He made himself
the
the son
Son
of
of God.
How did he do that? He made himself the son of Yahweh. Because that's why? Because they didn't study.
No,
Right.
they couldn't. They did. They did. Mm-hmm.
They thought that the son of Yahweh was the one who they took
Yeah.
and New Orleans.
Oh, here we go.
Either New or
Orleans.
Orleans. They mind. So they kept leaning. They leaning. They were leaning. But since there were so many, they became a bunch of leans. In verse 8.
When Pilate therefore heard that saying,
Mhm.
he was the more afraid.
Wait, now they got some law going on. I don't want to get caught up in this. They got a law. I know we have laws too, but they got a law. Verse 9. Then what? And what?
And went again unto the judgment hall, and said unto
Now, let me
them,
go talk. Hold on, before y'all
Yahweh.
crucify him, let me go talk to him personally. I'm going to go ask. I'm going to go ask who y'all call Remember your Kaluafe. I'm going to go ask him a question. Right? And what's the,
Whence art thou?
whence art thou?
Whence art thou?
Uh-huh.
Question. But Memucan gave him no answer.
Got nothing to say. Go ahead, verse 10.
Then said Pilate unto him, Speakest thou not
Yeah, I
unto
mean, you're not
me?
going to say nothing to me? Speaketh thou not unto me? You know, you better say something. But you know his rights. You didn't have to say nothing. So they didn't call them Miranda rights. In law, in their law.
Right.
From Ernie Miranda, some Mexican fella.
Mhm.
And what happened?
Knowest thou not that I have power to crucify thee?
You don't know who I am? You refuse to say nothing?
Mhm.
I got the power to crucify you. And I also have power to do it.
And power to release thee.
I could either crucify you, I can let you out, or I can, whichever one, I got that power. Then what?
Memucan answered,
Thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given thee from above. Therefore, he that delivered me unto thee hath the greater sin. All of those Peace Foundation, they're the ones with the greater sin that I have committed. Verse 12.
and from thenceforth Pilate
Sought to
sought
release
to
him.
release him.
Yeah.
But,
I mean,
but
why don't y'all just leave the brother alone? Let him just do what he do.
Right.
If you want to say, well, do what he doing, write books, leave him alone. But what?
But the Hudites cried out, saying, If thou let this man
If
go,
y'all let Brother Beaker go,
thou art not Caesar's friend.
you are not our friends.
Whosoever maketh himself a king speaketh against
He
thee.
he's speaking against you. You want to let him go.
What? Continue.
Yes.
When Pilate therefore heard that saying, he brought Memucan forth and sat down in the judgment seat in a place that is called the pavement, but in the Hebrew,
Gabbatha.
Gabbat.
If that was really called? No. Yeah, Gabbatha. But that place is called the place of the skull.
Yeah,
The whole place of the United States government with all of our people are just skull-minded and dead. The valley of dry bones. Ezekiel chapter 37.
Wow.
And it was that preparation. It was the preparation of the Passover at about the 6th hour. And he said to Yehuda, Behold, your kiss Pilate. But what they did in verse 15?
But they cried out,
What?
Away with him! Away with him!
I mean, y'all just kill this. Kill him. Crucify him.
Crucify him.
Check him out.
Pilate said unto them, Shall I crucify your king?
Wow.
The chief priests answered, We have no king.
We don't have no
but
king.
Caesar."
We have no king.
But
Clinton is our king.
At the time.
Yep.
Bill Clinton is our
At the
king.
time.
Right? Some of you, and that's some. Others said Yahweh is our king.
Right.
Then delivered he him therefore to them to be crucified. And they took Micah. They took Micah and asked him to come outside of their meeting place in North Miami. And they led him away. You got to go.
Wow.
And he buried his cross, sat in that car for at least 15 minutes crying like a baby. And went forth into a place called the place of a skull, out in the dead of the city, of the country. It is called the Hebrew tongue, Gabbatha. That means a whole valley of dead people. where they crucified him out of their sight, out of their company. And two others with him. There were two others on either side. And I stood right in the midst of the whole thing. Right? And then we go down. I'm going to go down a little. Verse 25, as I stood by, now there stood by the cross of his mind, even back then, his mother. Remember you coffee Wave? His mother. But it was actually the other.
The other, right.
Ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
And the other's sisters. Zion, or Lion, the children, the daughter of Zion. And Mary the wife, the other Mary,
Other man. Another man.
of rebellious Judah. And Mary Magdalene,
Looking for the
all
body.
of Judah was there.
Looking for the body.
And Mem Joe called him that. You, Wave, therefore saw the other. And the disciple standing by whom he loved. And said to his mother, the other, even those of Zion, woman, behold, thy son. Thy son. Then said he to the disciple, behold, thy other man. As you saw, mother, how, this could be literal because how could he tell the disciple your mother too?
Right.
And from that hour, that disciple took her into his own house, his own home, and took all of those who wanted to come back to their God, Zion, the Lion, to come back to them. He took them into their home. It's the same one who took him to the home now, his own home. See, his own home, verse 27. Taking them in. You want to be with your God? Come to his own home. And after this, knowing that all things were now accomplished, that the scripture might be fulfilled, that saith, I thirst, and I thirst for some more water, and for some more bodies of water. And remember the hyssop in verse 29? Look at there it is.
Mm-hmm.
And there was set a vessel full of vinegar, of bitterness. Got to go out. I got to go out again for the last time on the tour. You got it?
Right.
I got to make my rounds again from city to city. And I suck on this vinegar. It's going to be bitter in my mouth. But after I finish and after I receive it, and after I'm done, I'm going to tell my I'm finished. It is finished. Verse 30. Look at it. Verse 30. I'm going to go to a few more cities between now and whenever I'm told to stop by my and when I'm stopped, I pray you listen to this before we close. It's a message. This year, when I'm done, I don't know when it's going to be between now and maybe September. I know I'm scheduled for some more to go, even until October. I'm thinking I'm going to go to October, even to Vegas, Las Vegas. If I make it, if this world makes it to Vegas, because we know it's the end. If this world makes it to Vegas, that they go in October, I'm going to go to Las Vegas, Nevada, the city of sin, to destroy that too. And when I come back to Miami, I'm going to look up, I'm going to pray to my I'm going to look up to him in the heaven. I'm going to say, it is finished. I'm done. They're not going to see me anymore in those places. And then I'm going to bow my head to my God. And I'm going to give up the ghost. Look at verse 30. I'm going to give up the ghost. You see ghost. I see the God of hosts. That's what you keep in mind. And we're not going to have any more hosts of pre-sessions or telestudies after that. I'm going to be done. I'm only going to talk to those who are here with me in my own home as I brought you in. My own home. Don't you see it?
Wherever that home may be at the time.
Wherever it may be. I'm going to say it's finished. I'm finished. I'm done. You're not going to see me on YouTube, live stream, Facebook, nothing. I'm going to be done. I'm not going to be on the phone. It's finished. I'm going to go around the city, just where he been. I'm going to go on a tour like he did. City to city. I'm going to go incognito. I'm going to have on my white and walk through airports just like I did from the beginning. And when I'm done, I'm going to go privately and say, oh, it's finished. I've done what you asked me to do. I have given them thy name. I brought them in thy name. I've given your children what you told me to give them. I'm done. And you know what's going to happen after that? Your God's going to take over and destroy this planet. Every single word that comes out of my mouth comes to pass. I know. See, I know.
Yeah.
Because I know who I am. And I just gave you an allegory. This whole chapter 19 is coming. Wow. Even in verse 31, that I'm going to break my legs because I'm not going to go anymore. I'm going to give them a break. I'm going to give my legs a break. I'm going to start walking from place to place. I'm going to sit back and relax. Just as they broke them back then, I'm going to break my own. They might be taken away by my art when he comes and be nice and relaxed. Praise the Lord.
Praise
Jerry Wave.
I mean that. I was told to make that announcement tonight. So you thought it was ghosts.
God of hosts.
The God of hosts. That's what that is. Ghost. God of hosts. You thought it was ghosts. Anyway, we want to thank those who joined us tonight, as we always do. Even those on social media's Facebook and YouTube who watched the video, the recording, you watching? Praise the Lord. I thank and praise my all for you and for you, as I told to my God, my Father, for you, who art in heaven. We're going to go into a very brief editorial. I learned that there's one or two that has announcements to make in our meteorologist apartment, meteorology, as well as current events. I'm going to be with us tonight. If you'd like to join us, you may do so by dialing 831-221-6177. Those who are on live stream, Facebook, those on YouTube will be able to. Of course, you're watching the recording, which may be live on YouTube. We're going to go to our editorial. On our teleconference line, again, that number is 831-221-6177. If you have a question or testimony you'd like to share, when we disconnect, you can call in and join us. Let's also remind you to stock up. I'm thinking, no man knows the hour. So no man knows the day or the hour when Ob's coming. Only he knows. But I'm just going by schedule.
Right.
When he tells me, that's it. If he said don't go, I'm done. Right now I'm scheduled to go again this month to another place here, another state, Texas. I'm headed to Texas next. Opposed to driving, I'm going to fly across this planet and leave my death angels with me, take them with me and leave them behind. And plagues. By then, there's no telling how many more are going to die from this coronavirus. Praise the Lord. Meanwhile, you better get ready. Get your gas mask. I'm stock up. I keep just like Noah. I'm warning them. It's like it was the days of Noah. I'm warning them. Stock up and prepare. Hurry, the kingdom of Yahweh is at hand. With that said, I say to you, sure, your Ab, Yahweh, Yehuda Yahweh, your God, Yahweh, who art in heaven, which art in heaven, he loves you, he loves you. And so do I am your host, the God, the host of God, and the God of hosts. Mem Yod Kavod, I say, Alokia Hard, I love you forever. Shalom Aleichem.
Alaikum shalom.
Shalom Aleichem Balatov.
Balatov.
Praise the Wafe.
Praise
Praise
the Lord.
Wave.